Getting into it.
Getting into it.
Getting into it.
We getting into it.
Getting into it.
I'm getting into it.
We getting into it. Getting into it.
Getting into it.
Getting into it.
I'm getting into it.
Getting into it.
We getting into it.
We getting into it.
We about to get into it. Mix Squad TV, what up, Slang?
That thing cut off kind of fast.
Yeah, it was the wrong intro.
Oh, but we getting into it, man. Today. Yes,
It's one of them days, man, when we just gonna have to slumber through a mix, cause we going into a mix that got a lot of tracks, about 60 almost. So we gonna have to sit back and relax tonight, you know, see how far we can get through on this thing, man. But before you do that, you should go to Mix Squad, themixsquad.com. You see the banner. Go to themixsquad.com, join the squad. You know what we do. You've been seeing us on here. We know exactly what we're doing, and we know how to get you there. So we're going to continue to push the envelope in this audio engineering space. Like and subscribe for sure. Y'all know all the stuff that all the other YouTubers and Instagram and anybody else that got to say, like to remind you to like, to comment, and subscribe. We don't need to remind you. Y'all should know what to do by now. Y'all ready to get into this mix? You got something to say to the people, Mr. AM?
let's rock on, man. 60 tracks. Rock on.
Man, so what you do? You know what I'm saying? When you get something like that, bro, what's the first thing you thinking?
I'm gonna break it down. You know what I'm saying? Into the instruments, to where they need to begin, from percussion and all that. Then I'm gonna just look at it and listen to it for a hot second, and then start getting into it, start manipulating, man. Separating, making my folders, getting it right, then start leveling.
Yeah, I'm about to get on here and not do what I actually do. Like, I'm gonna do it the right way. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna show y'all like the right way. But like what I actually do is a whole nother story. It just depends on how I feel. Sometimes I may just like the arrangements of the instruments already, and I just feel like moving faders to get things balanced first without renaming, without doing nothing, just getting the music feeling good. I may do that at times. But with 60 of them, it's usually just going to be a lot of stuff going on.
Exactly.
But
Gotta knock the tree down.
yeah, but sometimes I do like to just listen to what we have first, and just kind of feel my way through it. I don't really have a process, but I do hit on all the points that I'm gonna hit on today, just maybe not in the exact order or the right order like I'm gonna attempt to tonight. So let's get into it, man. I'm about to share this screen in a second. We have our track. I'm gonna adjust us for a second, bro. I hope I used the right one. Nope, that ain't it. There it go. There it go. Okay. So let's take a listen. It's relatively turned down as I scroll all the way to my master control. This is my master volume. I just turned it really down for us because I know it's a lot of tracks. So let's take a listen to what is going on. Cool. So we heard that. I'm about to grab and pull some information that I need for myself for this track regarding the beats per minute and even the key. And might have to use a different method than I normally use. And these are the hurdles we deal with, man. This is the real time things that we go through when we are working on the mix. Certain information or certain tools you may use to get your beats per minute, your keys, may not always be working. You need alternates so you can continue. So we'll see if that's the right key. Yeah, I got a C minor key. We'll see if it's the right key, but we'll also check this tempo and just grab a loop. Cool. All right. Let's chop this tree, man. Let's chop this tree. So yes, I know that is the kick. What do we got going on? Ooh, I can't do that. So what do we got going on with most of these? Make sure it's on the music. Got it. And so when I get something that still belongs in the group, like these are all little drum loops. And so I'm ultimately just naming them drum whatever number. This little piece, one, I could end up using it somewhere else in the song if I do a breakdown or something that makes it special or different than what the original arrangement was sent. And two, I want to keep it with the drums, but from here I'll just name it drum, but then also something that you will remember that this is not a drum that's in a loop consistently. So when you look at the name, you'll know that this is like a special effect drum. So that's kind of what I do is in my naming is I call it FX drum. And if there's another one, it'll be number 2. So just a organizational note, a lot of times we'll see that all of this space is dead and it's not a part of like the drum loops, which it is, but it just happens at that one instance. So you don't get, to make sure that you at least even treat it different, because it's a reason why it's just an effects drum that comes in at that time. You may not want to include it in the treatment for drum 1, 2, and 3, but still include it amongst the drums. So let's carry on. the cymbal roll. I like that naming. What we got here? Keep the cymbal. And it's good that it's named partially, even though I have switched some. Some of these I'll just keep what they are because they did a good job naming the track. Cool. And so as I scroll down, nothing seems unnamed to where I'm not comfortable with what the name is. Make sure the strings are stringy. Sometimes it depends. I may want to put them in something else. Yeah, strings. All right, so we got. All right, and we have all our effects there, all of our acoustic guitars here, all our electrics there. What is that? All right, so from here, now that I'm comfortable with most of the naming and I have an idea of what things are, this is when I actually start, an overall like bus folder for things, because I still may make other folders as I go along in a track that's this big. We'll see. So let me grab all of the percussion. All the way to the cymbals. Right. Yep. You can send it somewhere to an aux, or you can make a folder like I'm making, depending on what you use and your DAW's capabilities. Yeah, and basically, I'm gonna actually just go ahead and play it while I do what I gotta do. That's fucking simple right there, boy. Which one is that? Jesus. Baby. Oh, it's in the percussion. No. All right, it seemed like I dealt with it. All right. That's because it's not routed to the mix bus. And the mix bus is turned down. So that's why it's coming in so loud. So that's why it's always important to remember how you had things routed. When I made the folder, it was sending it to just my regular out, which is, this is me talking to y'all. So yeah, just make sure that when you set up everything that it goes to where you want it to go, because it's about negative 13 decibels down. And so I'm looking for these guitars because I either gonna do one or two things. When I have a song like this and has that bass guitar melody. If it Sometimes you'll have a song where the bass guitar like complements the kick and other low end elements, and then sometimes you'll have the bass guitar be more included as a guitar in the guitar's arrangement. So I just fish out the sound and kind of hear what's going on with the guitars as a collective unit, including the bass guitar. We just trying to get all these guitars, no matter when they come in, to play. Okay. And so I'm going to take these for now, and these become just simply guitars. No, I'm trying to change the color. I'm trying to change the color. Why my palette not coming up, Slang?
What happened?
My color palette.
You gotta click
Double clicked on the color.
go down to the bottom of it. We'll click on the side of it. That's crazy.
Right? I don't even know how to do it.
Setup. Preference.
No, not to change that. Like to go
Oh,
to
the
visual
see
effects.
it view. Go down. Whether it was clips.
No, we don't want to change the clip. We want to change the track.
Yeah,
Anyway,
track.
it's supposed to be able to pull up my color palette, but hold on, y'all. There we go. It wasn't showing the bottom of it. I ain't had the window down enough. All right, so I'm like, bro, what's going on? All right, so let's solo these. Those are all my guitars.
No, the crazy thing about it, I was just thinking I was about to ask you where your colors at.
Right.
That's crazy.
All right, so we got percussion. We got guitars. I say the session because it be tweaking. Synths, strings. They just gonna go to synths. That red. I don't know how we be doing it. All right, so we had pretty much beat effects, and then after that, we was into vocals, and that's what I call these beat effects, because I'm gonna have more than likely vocal effects. start listening to what we got here with some vocals. Again, remember, connect your inputs and your outputs correctly. And tip, you see how I just grabbed multiple tracks and connected it. Just figure out, do a search of your particular DAW. If you're using Pro Tools, it's the shift option and then actually completing the action. But whatever is highlighted when you hit shift option, it's going to execute the same thing that you did to everything. So
And I believe
that's
PC
selected.
is Alt option.
There
I
you
believe.
go. Say it again.
Alt option.
And that's for PC, Mac, shift option, and then whatever the action is. So
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not a PC user, my bad. But
figure it out. Because there's other DAWs that may be different shortcuts. So just kind of figure out what you're trying to accomplish, which is to execute a action upon multiple tracks. Your DAW generally has some shortcut or way to do that, so you don't have to keep wasting time doing each individual track. All right, so now it shouldn't be as hard on the ears. All right, so I'm just getting a feel for what the song has and what it has in it. Just the way it's stemmed out to me, I'm just trying to decide on what I'm going to do, because they got bagging vocals for both vocals in this part, but it's like you just got two bagging vocals. I'm tempted to kind of make one of these mono, move this up to the lead, process it as the lead. And so I'm going to keep that in mind as I go. But this is where I'm gathering my thoughts on how I'm going to approach mixing this. Nothing sounds right now, and that's okay. I'm just kind of ciphering through the material, looking at what, audio files you have, and which is different than what I say I do sometimes. Sometimes I will go in and kind of just balance things out, but that's not what I did. And so I just kind of go with the flow that I'm in at that moment. The best thing is you can always revisit. You can always come back. You can always save as you can. With the digital world, you can't be afraid to fuck up. You just can't be afraid. Like, you just got to do what you got to do, and then know that you could do it over, because it's just your workstation. No one has to know that you experimented, where you experimented, and you never know. That experiment may turn into the next sound. So let's carry on. I'm gonna just put all of these as vocals for now and worry about that a little later. And so this is my all Vox bus. It was all our Vox. So 59 tracks condensed down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 5 to begin. It will expand as far as folders and stuff like that, but at least from here I can do a lot. So we'll see exactly what I mean. We're not gonna focus on that yet. Let's do percussion.
Just give in, there's no getting away from me. Such a perfect night, sailing to my lies. Take my hand, there's nothing you can say to me. When you hear my voice, then you have no choice. I cross my heart, I tell no lies. I see your future in my eyes. I promise you a love so deep. You'll hear me calling in your sleep. Who needs to breathe the air above when we're both drowning in my love? The tides have turned, don't be afraid. You're not the only. Just give in, there's no getting away from me. Such a perfect night, sailing to my lies. Take my hand, there's nothing you can say to me. When you hear my voice, then you have no choice. I cross my heart, I tell no lies. I see your future in my eyes. I promise you a love so deep. You'll hear me calling in your sleep. Who needs to breathe the air above when we're both drowning in? Just give in, there's no getting away from me. Such a perfect night, sailing to my lies. Take my hand, there's nothing you can say to me. When you hear my voice, then you have no choice. I cross my heart, I tell no lies. I see your future.
Gotta change that shit to go to the mix bus every time, 'cause that's killing me.
Just give in, there's no getting away from me. Such a perfect night, sailing to my lies. Take my hand, there's nothing you can say to me. When you hear my voice, then you have no choice. I cross my heart, I tell no lies. I see your future in my eyes. I promise you a love so deep. You'll hear me calling in your sleep. Who needs to breathe the air above when we're both drowning in my love? The tides have turned, don't be afraid. You're not the only. Just give in, there's no getting away from me. Such a perfect night, sailing to future in my eyes. I promise you a love so deep. You'll hear me calling in your sleep. Who needs to breathe the air above when we're both drowning in my love? The tides have turned. Don't just give in. There's no getting away from me. Such a perfect night, sailing to my lies. Take my hand, there's nothing you can say to me. When you hear my voice, then you have no choice. I cross my heart, I tell no lies. I see your future in my eyes. I promise you a love so deep. You'll hear me calling in your sleep. Who needs to breathe the air above when we're both drowning in my love? The tides have turned. Don't be afraid. You're not the only. Just give in, there's no getting away from me. Such a perfect night, sailing to my lies. Take my hand, there's nothing you can say. Just give in, there's no getting away from me. Such a perfect night, sailing to my
And so I did realize I need to actually connect this to the guitars and not straight to the mix bus, but we needed to hear them, and so that was fine. Guitars, where we at? Guitars. All right, I'm gonna open up the guitars now and figure this out.
Bro, your mic on mute.
Thank you, brother.
Yep.
I was saying that I was just taking a listen to it as it was like I wasn't really mixing no more. I was just listening, trying to figure out what I was going to do next, and really just getting the idea. I was saying I'm at a good base. You know, I'm at a good base. I got my percussion, my guitars, my synth, my beat effects, my vocals. But I was also saying I see my Pro Tools starting to tweak because I'm live streaming. I got all these tracks. So, man, what is going on? Hold on, man. Yeah, so I feel like I'm going to need to condense these tracks and kind of make stems of them so we can be more efficient. And this is what tonight's really about when you don't always have the resources to just have unlimited tracks and mix like you got Pro Tools Ultimate. You know what I'm saying? These are some things you could do to just kind of continue to get through your mix and not getting to the point where Pro Tools won't play. Because I can tell already with the lag and how things aren't moving as fluently as it normally would, that Pro Tools is thirsty. It's a lot going on. So to help Pro Tools out, now that we've come up with these categories, I am going to kind of pick and choose certain things to just be left alone, like kick, snare, hi-hat, most of these drums I'm gonna kind of leave as what they are. Definitely gonna condense these guitars. Where more than likely how I've already set up the acoustic guitar and the electric guitar, those are now gonna be what I have as stems for those guitars, more than likely. I may look into some of the audio files and tracks and decide to break it up, but let's see, like acoustic guitars. No, for the most part, it's only this part here. So like acoustic 5, I may let be on the song, just so I see like it may need some individual treatment because it kind of got a solo of all the acoustics at that moment. But it's not brought in until later at the second part. So let me just take a listen to what is going on at that part and let's see if it needs the additional effort. No, not necessarily. So because it's the only thing playing, if I get to that part of the song later on and I have bounced these down as the acoustic guitars, I would just automate or even take a selection of that, pull it down to another track, and then do my special sauce or whatever I want to do to that track at that time, because it's not competing with any other track during that time of its group. So yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with keeping the acoustics all acoustic and electric. Let's take a look. It looks like this one is definitely different than just kind of the general in and outs of these. I can even really throw this one in there. Let's go into electric. So we got this one here, which is more like it deserved to be in the beat effects. Let's see where it's like solo. Yeah, for the sake of what I'm doing, I'm about to throw that into beat effects. And this is just a part of the organizational. Like, technically, is it the correct, is it not a good, like it's a guitar or whatever, so, and it's probably an electric guitar, but that has no relevance in me getting set up in my session. All right, since we should be together. Now, some of these, like, that overlap, like you see this part here is overlapping with this part, but it's not any consistency with it. I'm not really too concerned about it. From the way the song sounds, we can just put them all in one stem. What is that one? What's this one? Is that what I'm hearing? There's that one. That one, boy. Hold up. And so, more than likely, I'm going to keep beat effects like how it is without bouncing them out and stuff. Just because I haven't even went through them for real, but it's only like 5 or 6, and that's cool. It's just a lot of redundancy with the guitars and stuff like that. Um, I'm even interested in kind of hearing how these synths, if I do need to split up any of these synths. Get a run through. Like it would be cool to at least have like a few to be able to make like change the lead of what synth is leading the way. And so that I'm considering saving some. Which one is that? I'm gonna roll with it. I ain't gonna fight it. All right, so we got the synths.
I think it was in the string. You talking about that?
No, I found it, and it was
Okay.
guitar. It was the thing I moved out of guitars and put into beat effects.
Mm-hmm.
I need to put some on here. All right, so I'm gonna commit up to this insert. I believe I can do it on multiple. And I was good to go, wasn't I? See, electric, guitars. I forgot what I done said about the electrics. I think I'm consolidating all of those. I know I'm doing all the acoustic. I'm leaving percussion alone and beat effects alone. Synths, acoustic, electric. Look good. But I want to commit up to this insert. No, I don't want to consolidate. Did y'all hear that? Because I'm sorry. All right, we're going to do the same thing for these two. For Pro Tools, I know there's another way, a more like technical way. I technically just throw a plug-in on that don't like do any, like I don't do anything on the plug-in, and then I hit commit up to that plug-in. So it's taking everything inside the folder and making it a stem, similar to what you see with my synths. Hide and make inactive. One more to go. And just note, so far I haven't been worried about the the volume. I've only really been worried about the balance of instruments. I know that like I was probably gonna consolidate. I know that I can manage the perceived volume at any stage of the process, but that's just because I'm skilled. Like you gotta, if you are new, I recommend like everything you do through the gain stage process. I'm now about to start gain staging, but that's because I wanted to reduce down my session. I wanted it to be more manageable for my computer. And now I've done that, and we can move on to actually mixing it. So let's take a look, make sure everything is connected correctly. We got the bass guitar going to guitars, the acoustic going to guitars, and the electric still going to guitars. So I was able to preserve my routing by just committing from where I was, because now it just took those tracks, made it a solid stereo track, but it also kept it on the same track, which now allows it to still be inside the folder, a part of the group, and the routing stays intact. All right, so let's take a listen to what we got once it got bounced out. All right, so I'm just biased to a kick and a drum, but I'm gonna actually work on the bass guitar first. I really want to tap into this bass guitar. Um, I like, there's so many words in audio engineering that is just pausable, and I mean, it's just hard not to say certain stuff. But like, I really like the thickness of how this bass guitar be hitting. Pre and post, cool. All right, so let's take a listen. What's going on? creating a sub send. It's just something that I set up. I'm actually gonna send all of the sub content, no matter what it is. So kick anything else that's gonna have any residency in the sub region, it's gonna be sent there. So it's not really for any particular instrument. It's just a part of a send that I can set up for any low end content that I want to send to the processing that I'll have on this. Let's see. We want that to go to the mix bus. Yep. Okay. All right, we good to go. So I'm gonna just let y'all hear what I'm doing as I do it. I'm over here tweaking. I ain't even had the EQ on the right thing.
That's the eye of the tiger bass line.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna play it with it and without it. So I like processing, and I be feeling like I be giving too much of the sauce away for free online, man. But this be that sauce, because the sub, if you really know how to send sends off, process the sub, you can really start to get that low end frequency troublesome area that like you want to bang, but at the same time it be too loud or things be eating up too much headroom. When you send a synth where you just specifically focus on low end harmonics, I believe this one Pro Sub is come with Pro Tools. Yeah, it's a part of their Pro series. I really just went to harmonics as I have this on my DAW in Pro Tools, we can have it where it's set up to sort out the type. And so I knew that I'd come across something that I felt familiar with using that dealt with the low end, whether that's submarine, knock, odd particle, there's a lot of tools that deal with sub harmonics. Just getting good at when you hit a certain area within headphones. I'm not playing this through my monitors, which would give me the best idea of where I really want things to sit in the mix. But even when I do this in my headphones, I hear so much more information that's coming through the headphones than I did prior to this aux being generated. And that's great because a lot of people, most people, aren't listening to our stuff on professional treated rooms. So they have headphones, they have AirPods, they have Five Below earbuds that have messed up microphones where you can't hear people, you know, all of that. So to be able to generate some character within headphones, which is harder to do than you may think when it deals with the sub region, that's why I generate the sub aux to deal with all my sub stuff. So even my kick may go here. It just depends on how it sounds when I send it. All right. And then the key component of that is that bass guitar is much more felt, and I haven't done any type of compression or any type of leveling things out with compression at all, which is wonderful, which is like the more you can preserve of the naturalness of the sound that you get, the best usually the results end up. All right, but I am going to go ahead and send another send out for this bass. And we're going to call it the dirty bass. And it's actually going to be stereo. All right, where you at, dirty bass? All right, sending that to the mix bus. Cool. So let's get the dirty bass set up to where that's the only thing you hear. Cool. All right, so now I'm gonna bypass those uh without either one. Cool. So it's been an hour. We've been cooking. I'm gonna keep cooking. I am gonna take a small little recess. Small little recess. Talk to my crew. Where my crew at? Let me stop sharing my screen for a hot second. Where we at? What's up, crew? I picked a bad time to take a break, huh?
Yep, I'm on a smoke break.
You can chit chat. I got a, as my kids say, I got a tinkle. But yeah, just trying to cook. I'm just trying to get in the flow, not really thinking too much about what to do next, just doing. And that's kind of how I mix.
That's still that rocky bass line. I don't care. I'm over here singing "Eye of the Tiger."
Yeah, I'm just in the flow.
I like the technique you use on that bass guitar. That's something I do with 808 sometime to give it that grittiness.
Mm-hmm. Get it that dirty.
Yeah, and then
it's
blend
about
it
the
together.
blend.
Right.
It's about the blend, and that's really what it boiled down to. A lot of techniques that we ultimately use is how you blend it.
For sure.
But yeah, at least it's been chopped down. The tree, it ain't got that many branches left.
Right, and it's a pretty clean session, so it's not like a lot that really has to be done as far as cleanup.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically like leveling out and enhancing some things here and there. So if it was some different vocals, instrument stems, you might have to process it way differently.
Right, absolutely. And it all just depends on what you get. And oftentimes, to be honest with you, when you get something that got more than 20, 30 tracks with like instruments, not just all vocals, but if you get, because you can get a track from me that's a 2-track, but still get 30 tracks just because it got a bunch of vocals. But usually when you get a session where you have kick, snare, a couple loops, a trumpet, a synth, like you have all of these instruments. Usually the dude that put that together has already arranged the song to where you ain't got to do too much to these sounds.
Right.
So that's the good thing about having like musical stems, because a lot of times we not dealing with, because I don't know, like this could be live tracks, but some of it probably could be electronically created.
For sure.
You know what I mean? You never really know now, because it could sound, because of how our ears work and how we associate sounds to certain things, which is called psychoacoustics, which you can learn even more about if you join the squad and get access to our videos, because there is tricks of the trade that we use because we understand how humans hear. So, and even particularly widening the dirty bass. it is more commonly known to just have the stuff go straight down the center. But because you already have that content already going straight down the center, I want to put a blended version in that's a little bit more wide.
Mm-hmm.
And it may require me to blend it down even further in volume. But the fact that it has that width, and especially when it gets on subs, it just makes a difference on the impact of the sub compared to just that mono signal.
Right. Give it a little thickness, give it a little weight.
For sure. For sure. Yeah. But I'm good though. I'm gonna probably thug it out.
Go ahead and take you a break. So, I don't
Alright.
need your bladder acted up.
I am getting old. All right, I'm gonna go off the stage. Slang, you gotta at least chop it up. You ain't gotta show yourself, but you can at least chop it up.
Tell them about what you got, what you created for them for Mother's Day.
What happened?
He coming right back. You got to take a little bathroom break, but tell the people about your Mother's Day merch.
It ain't my Mother's Day merch. It's the Mix Squad Mother's Day merch that we got for y'all.
But created exclusively by the manipulator.
By the Mix Squad. It was inspired by the squad. It wasn't inspired by me. I can't take all the goddamn credit.
No, we do have some unique gifts for Mother's Day. If anybody is looking for something different to give their mother this year, check out themixsquad.com, go to merch, and you will see some of the Mother's Day exclusives that we have available right now.
Yes, indeed.
And also, till the end of this month, you can get a mix from the Mix Squad for 50% off if you use code MIX50 at checkout. We're working on your project, helping you get that professional sound you deserve. So definitely check out themixsquad.com. We have exclusive beats if anyone is looking for beats for their next project, be it rap, metal, Afro beats. Maybe you need podcast music. Like we have a variety of instrumentals for any of your needs. So please visit themixsquad.com and check out our beat store. As always, we have something for everybody. Maybe you got a project already done and you want a visual. You might want to get a lyric video from the Mix Squad. We have animated lyric videos, and then we have just a regular lyric video, whichever fits your budget. But it's always something available for you to meet any need that you may have, even if it's just a mixing cheat sheet or checklist or anything of that nature. We try to make sure we cover all bases at the Mix Squad.
Yeah, Paul at. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to download something.
And as always, if you're looking for the one-on-one coaching to help level up your mixing, you can join the squad where you will get exclusive one-on-one time with us to help you get your mix to the next level.
Can't hear you.
I don't know why. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
There you go.
Bet. We back in the building. I was seconding everything or thirding everything that was being said in silence. I just couldn't hear me. But I was saying oftentimes as we spotlight people on these Sundays and we give them, their flowers and we give them their due and it's warranted, Oftentimes, just because we are three humble spirits, we don't necessarily put and push our capabilities to you as hard as we should. And so, that being said, because you can purchase these from our site, we're going to actually take a look at one tonight because we don't do that very often. All right. And so we should, when we take these breaks, go into something either showing the website or showing some product that we've already completed or a mix that we've already finished, so you can be inspired to get services with us or even join the squad so your sound can sound on that level. All right, this is our page. This is our YouTube page. Go to the Mix Squad TV YouTube page. You should be able to see it on the screen. Cool. And we have quite a few videos in our library. We have this that we debuted last Thursday, the All I Want lyric visualizer. Of course, our lives. We got the Metaphors video, Professor X, Chemistry and Myself, My Mind. We got stuff for the kids. Love for Life, love that song, lyric, video. So we're going to actually take a look at what one of these, like this one here, My Mind, is a animated lyric video where this is the example of the service where you can get a still image of yourself, just a photo, the best photo you think you may have. You send it in and it get put on like a video for your song. So let's take a look and listen to My Mind.
I better have you my partner for life. In this dark place, you have me. Girl, you one of a kind, you stuck on my mind. Got caught on my lies and you stuck by my side. And you, girl, I put my pride to the side. You special and I'm just a regular guy. The anchor in my storm. Girl, you the reason why I thrive. Every day with her love got me feeling so alive. I better have you my partner for life. In the dark place, you help me see the light. Help me down through the struggle, you incredible wife. You my ride or die, we like Bonnie and Clyde. Every word that she speak is a fountain of truth. Queen in the flesh, yeah, her love is the proof. Every glance, every touch, got my heart at its peak. Play a part, my healer, my strength. When I'm weak, you built the home out of love. Now the future is near. Girl, you my sunshine when the skies ain't clear. Girl, you one of a kind, you stuck on my mind. Got caught on my lies and you stuck by my side. And you, girl, I put my pride to the side. You special and I'm just a regular guy. The anchor in my storm. Girl, you the reason why I thrive. Every day with her love got me feeling so alive.
Let me rewind, not always worth my salt. Something special though, you know, I know, we know what they thought. This here built, this here time, keep with yours, this here mine. Bump this music, not just rhyme. Stirring conflict, starting crimes. Turn into a better man. All day you there, steady helping hand. You know I'm not a goofy, trusted in the plan. When the weight too heavy, trusted in my clan. The go-to new, don't give a damn. My doctor shorties like caravans. I rock off brands like a pair of fans. Just to be sure y'all good being the man. Niggas not satisfied, I'm pacified. So gratitude, thank you for having less attitude. Going up, latitude. You know you one of a kind. Stuck on my mind, hardest to find. Must be divine, how we align. Know I was blind, heaven designed this.
Girl, you one of a kind, you stuck on my mind. Got caught on my lies and you stuck by my side. But you, girl, I put my pride to the side. You special and I'm just a regular guy. The anchor in my storm. Girl, you the reason why I thrive. Every day with her love got me feeling so alive.
Yeah. That's My Mind. That's the lyric music video. I'm not on the stage. There we go. There we go. I'm back,
That
y'all.
was real thumpy.
It got that sub box. All right, so yeah, I'm about to get back into it. About to get back into the flow of just kind of feeling how this song needs to be felt, and let's do this thing. Okay, boom. Ready to go. Let's get back into it. Let me take a listen to where we was at.
Across my heart, I tell no lies. I see a future in my across my heart, I tell no lies. I see a future in my eyes. I promise you a love so deep. You hear me calling in your sleep. Who needs to breathe the air above when we're both drowning in my love? The tides have turned. Don't be afraid. You're not the
so I got that down. I'm about to move to some interesting things. Let me actually make it as a group and make some new tracks. We're gonna make 1, 2, 3, 4 new tracks. All aux inputs. First, we're gonna call it warm, and then saturation, and then bright, and static delay. That's gonna be stereo. Those can be mono. We need to add more for our effects. Let's see, we're gonna make it stereo, 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 stereo. And the last one will have mono. All right, so we got our doubler. We have room, plate, if we use a plate, but let's just call it verb 1, verb 2. And we got delay. And then verb 3, verb 4, just to have them available in case we need them. All right, so this is when I start doing some more organizing. I'm going to take warm, saturation, bright, and static. Actually, doubler can come with it, because really doubler and static are very similar. We're going to create this and call these pros, because these are my vocal pros. So I'll say V pros. These are all the little extra processing I do, and I can send them all to these individual tracks, but the individual tracks come out of that bus. And we're going to connect that bus to all Vox. And then here, these are going to be our effects. So our vocal effects, our VFX bus. That's also going to get routed to all the Vox. All Vox, all Vox. There we go. So really, these folders are inside that folder. Okay, so let's start with one of the V Pros. And in this case, I'm going to actually start with the static delay. I want to know what kind of static delay I am going to use for this lead.
There's no getting away from me. Such a perfect night, selling to my lies. Take my hand, there's nothing you can say to me. When you hear
move to brightness.
Just give in, there's no getting away from me. Such a perfect night, sail into my life. Take my hand, there's nothing you can say to me. When you hear my voice, then you have no choice. Just give in, there's no getting away from me. Such a perfect night, sail into my life. Take my hand, there's nothing you can say to me. When you hear my voice, then you have no choice. Just give in, there's no getting away from me. When you hear my voice, then you have no choice. Just give in, there's no getting away from me. Such a perfect night, sail into my life. Take my hand, there's nothing you can say to me. When you hear my voice, then you have no choice. Just give in, there's no getting away from me. Such a perfect night, sail into my life. Take my hand, there's nothing you can say to me. When you hear my voice, then you have no choice. Just give in, there's no getting away from me. Such a perfect night, sail into my life. Take my hand, there's nothing you can say to me. When you hear my voice, then you have no choice. Just give in, there's no getting away from me. Such a perfect night, sail into my life.
So I'll stop here to kind of talk through what we're even doing, right? And so obviously with the static delay, it gave it that depth to the vocal that we heard. I dipped out the majority of the area that gives a lead its presence, and in regards to like where the most of the frequency is, it's dipped out quite a bit, up to 9 frequencies on a generous bell at around 3K, which only leaves everything else. But I know that that's where the lead lives, so I generously dipped it out, and then you can manipulate the volume of the fader how you please at that point. Whether you like, I ended up leaving it negative 3.7 on my blend simply because I dipped out quite a bit in the EQ. Cool. The brightness, when I'm hearing this voice, is always different for each individual piece of audio you get. She has a rather thin but pleasant high end that does get a little excessive with the S's. So I have to tame a lot of this that she leaves off with words, but generally speaking, her high end is not like unbearable, too harsh. I didn't have to put a filter on it. And so I want to actually highlight just how smooth and nice sounding her high end is. So on the bright, we saturated some bands, which we can talk about later, or join the squad where we do a breakdown of just multi-band processing in general. And in here, I significantly boosted, and I was just kind of feeling for it. I didn't really look at these numbers, but around 10K, I had a cutoff on the high. It got boosted quite a bit, and I put a gentle saturation and drove it a lot. In that problemish frequency, I thought, so this between, so here is 3K to 10. I probably would have, like if I wasn't just listening and I was looking at numbers, I probably put it with it from about 6K to 10. But again, I was just going off of what I was hearing. So from about 3.5K to 10K, I actually reduced the overall volume. I gave it a heavy amount of saturation. I mean, I'm going to solo that out so you can hear what that sounds. But I didn't give it a lot, about 10%. I compressed the hell out of it, and then I took some of the treble, the high end part of that band out, because that's what it's like. You have an EQ within a EQ, right? So here is my frequency range from here 3.5K to 10K, and here I'm controlling actually the frequency levels from the bass. If that had, so the bass would be all the way here at 3.5 for this band. Mid would be somewhere in the middle, and then treble would be more to the right of this band. So same for each band, they'll have their own EQ for that band. And so by doing so, it actually, and then adding an extra de-esser, because I was still getting some of that additional S's that I didn't want, which I may have to go into the actual audio and just do some edits at those particular S's before I do a hack job of trying to treat it. But once I compressed the hell out of it some more all together here in this R compressor, which was giving it about 6 to 7 decibels of compression, now I have almost a parallel version of majority high end, especially from our EQ, how we kind of have up to 16 dBs, the duck down from 1100 hertz and below, and then from about 1100 hertz and above, it's a slope up to 10 decibels. So mostly high end, after we start compressing, it actually starts to reduce how much we have. Right here, we're creating a wide dynamic between highs and lows. After we put the Saturn on, and then after we put the R compressor on, the difference becomes a little bit less, which means that though I'm mostly getting high end, after I'm compressed, I'm actually now making it more of closer together between what was on the high end and what was on the low end. So doing that and then blending it in, and it really just depends on the blend, it's starting to give her this smooth sound in the high end. So look, I'm actually going to the Saturn and kind of take a look into that as we play it. Let me make sure that I isolate bright. All right. without. With. Add a little more. Cool. And that's just 2 processes in. All right, so I don't even know if I really want to warm her up, but we'll apply it to see if that's the direction we want to go. I don't always use every single last one of these all the time. Some of the background may get some of these, some of them may not get any of these, but they're set up for me to be able to apply them if I feel like that piece of audio needs it. All right, let's tap into warm. Good. So I'm gonna actually bypass using saturation. I kind of used it with the warm, kind of redundant. So we're gonna keep it rolling from there.
I got a little excited because you used that butch. I was like, I hope he used it on this song because her voice, she man, yep. Man.
Yeah, for sure. Let's get into some of her background. Let's see what we working with.
Just give in, there's no getting away from me. Such a perfect night, selling to my lies. There's nothing you can say to me. My voice, when you had When you hear my voice, then you have no choice. Just give in, there's no getting away from me. Such a perfect night, sailing to my lies. Take my hand, across my heart, I tell no lies. I see our future in my
I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I mean, my ears are trained for that type of like it's hard to explain because y'all hear it, but it's necessary to try to preserve it because it is a part of the song. But it's like I'm trying to find where I was cutting it out at because it was driving me nuts through the hook. All right, let me turn this one on.
I tell no lies. I tell no lies. I see your.
It's always at the beginning of the sentence. It's not bad. It's just it forces me to have to either bag off on the compressor or to edit where she has a lot of that at the beginning of each phrase.
I tell no.
So when that I tell like that, when it gets compressed and it gets into the compressor, it starts to sound like, let me find one.
I promise.
Let's see.
I promise you a love so deep. You hear me?
So those may not have them as bad, but that's what I was over here dealing with.
I cross my heart, I tell no lies, I see your future.
To not make it as abrupt as she's saying the next phrase.
I tell no.
But also not cutting off the word. So I don't want her to say tell those lies. I want her to say I tell those lies. But I just know as I build this song and I start processing more, everything I route, the saturation, all these effects is going to pick up that and we don't want that.
I cross my heart, I tell no lies, I see your future in my eyes. I promise you a love so deep. You hear me calling in your sleep. I promise you a love. I promise you a love so deep. You hear me calling in your sleep. Who needs to breathe? A love so deep. You hear me calling in your sleep. Who needs to breathe? The air will break when we're both drowning in my love. The tides have turned. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Tides have turned. Don't be don't be. Don't be. Don't be afraid. You're not the only soul I
Just a part of the job.
I cross my heart, I tell no lies, I see your future in my eyes. I promise you a love so deep. You hear me calling in your sleep. Who needs to breathe? The air will break when we're both drowning in my love. The tides have turned. Don't be afraid.
I want to duplicate my editing since that was the same exact track. And so I knew it was a mono track, so I couldn't pull it down. So I duplicated the track. Now it's if I take both monos, pull it down, it's equivalent to the stereo, just a little cheat. And now I can process the one I was really trying to process, which was this one. And delete that one. Oh, well, I got to bring down this other side and stuff, but I'll get to that. So for now, I'll just keep it muted.
Across my heart, I tell no lies. I see your future in my eyes. I promise you a love so deep. You hear me calling in your sleep. Please breathe the air above when we're both drowning in my love. The tides have turned. Don't be afraid. You're not the only soul I Across my heart, I tell no lies. See your future in my eyes. I promise you a love so deep. You hear me calling in your sleep. Who needs to breathe the air above when we're both drowning in my love? The tides have turned. Don't be afraid. You're not the only soul I Across my heart.
So now I am going to do saturation, but for this particular background, this hook BGV.
Across my heart, I tell no lies. See your future in my eyes. I promise you a love so deep. You hear me calling in your sleep. Who needs to breathe when we're both drowning in my love? The tides have turned. Don't be afraid. You're not the only soul I Across my heart, I tell no lies. See your future in my eyes. I promise you a love so deep. You hear me calling in your sleep. Who needs to breathe the air above when we're both drowning in my love? The tides have turned. Don't be afraid. You're not the only soul I Across my heart, I tell no lies. See your future in my eyes. I promise you a love so deep. You hear me calling in your sleep. Who needs to breathe the air above when we're both drowning in my love? The tides have turned. Don't be afraid. You're not the only soul I Across my heart, I tell no lies.
All right, I'm going to just play it through from what I've done so far and make sure it has some type of cohesiveness.
Just give in. There's no getting away from me. Such a perfect night. Sail into my life. Take my hand. There's nothing you can say to me. When you hear my voice, eyes. I see your future in my eyes. I promise you a love so deep. You hear me calling in your sleep. Who needs to breathe the air above when we're both drowning in my love? The tides have turned. Don't be afraid. You're not the only soul I I cross my heart, I tell no lies. I see your future in my eyes. I promise you a love so deep. You hear me calling in your sleep. Who needs to breathe the air above when we're both drowning in my love? The tides have turned. Don't be afraid. You're not the only soul I I cross my heart, I tell no lies. I see your future in my eyes. I promise you a love so deep. You hear me calling in your sleep. Who needs to breathe the air above when we're both drowning in my love? The tides have turned. Don't be afraid. You're not the only soul I've saved. I cross my heart, I tell no lies. I see your future in my eyes. I promise you a love so deep. You hear me calling in your sleep. Who needs to breathe the air above when we're both drowning in my love? The tides have turned. Don't be afraid. You're not the only soul I see.
was in this recording.
Tell me to love you. Come.
It's not that bad, but my headphones for a second heard a lot of noise. All right, so I'm gonna start processing these as a group, not as a group, but like I feel like these go with each other in a way. So I'm gonna process them kind of like left and right.
Come to me, come to me. To love you. Come to me, come to me. Help me to love you. Come to me, come to me. Help me to love you. Come to me, come to me. Help me to love you. Close your eyes, so I say. Come to me. Help me to love you. Come to me, come to me. Help me to love you.
It seemed obvious, but I just want to make sure it's something that I don't forget, so y'all can be like, damn, I wish I would have known that. But when I do these edits and it's something that can be flew over to the next, that's why having that tempo is key, and we checked that already. And so like with that edit, I'll just copy it and drag it over like that. Well, I ain't do it right because my mouse was tripping, but let's do it right this time.
You're not the only soul I see.
Perfect. But yeah, so you don't have to do multiple edits on the hook. You can just fly it over for every time that happens. All right, so let me get into the processing. Got into the edits. This is just how I work. Like, this is just the workflow of an engineer. Things come up as you listen, as you hear it, and you deal with it in real time. I'm gonna do a spot check again.
Just give in, there's no getting away from me. Such a perfect night, sailing to my lies. Take my hand, there's nothing you can say to me. Just give in, there's no getting away from me. Such a perfect night, sailing to my lies. Take my hand, there's nothing you can say to me. When you hear my voice, then you have no choice. I cross my heart, I tell no lies. I see your future in my eyes. I promise you a love so deep. You hear me calling in your sleep. Who needs to breathe the air of life when we're both drowning in my love? The tides have turned, don't be afraid. You're not the only soul I
Cool. Let's give it some effects, just so I can really hear the space that this vocal ultimately will be in. It seems like, as usual, we're gonna have to save the whole mix for another day. At least we got a few mixes to go into as we continue to do Thursdays. Slowly taking Thursday back, one Thursday at a time. All right, so let's start off with a good old reverb. As usual, I'm going to mute it so we can get literally what is going on with our reverb, because that's how I actually set up my reverb or any effect. I set it up in solo to hear what I'm doing specifically on that track, and then I'll work on if there is a blend that could be made. Sometimes I'll hear it when I create it in solo and ultimately realize what I created in solo didn't necessarily work. So I'm not saying that that is how you should do it, because a lot of engineers will not solo out their reverb, create their reverb, and then apply their reverb. I just like to hear what it's doing. I don't want to have an accidental issue where I'm bringing up something I don't want, and so I like to hear it, what it sounds like by itself. All right, so let's get into the reverb.
Just give in,
That's the feedback. Yeah, take that down some. And I might side chain just because I feel like it. Nah, I think I'm a side chain because I wanted to be sure it don't get in the way of when the lead is singing. Work on verb 2.
Such a
All right, so without the reverb, with the reverb. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to come back to this on like the one we were supposed to come back to, but that session for some reason is corrupted. So we started afresh today, but we will be returning to this session. It's up to Avid if it want to load the session, but I plan on bringing this session back so we can get get through a full mix where you guys could have at least to go back and see where we started from the beginning to where we ultimately ended up. And this is just my mix, right? We have two other team members here that are capable of providing mixes, and it just so happened to be me that does the lives. But this is not like what I do is what Mix Squad do. That's what makes Mix Squad so dope, is that we being the what makes Mix Squad so dope is that by us being three individuals with our own taste, with our own style, with our own flavor, we bounce ideas off of each other all the time. We spot check each other's stuff. And that ultimately is what gets you the best product, because it's not just one person taking a listen, mixing it, and whatever they decide is what their perspectives are shaped from is a collective. And that always usually yields a better product no matter what you're doing. So big ups to the squad, my partners in crime. I think I'm gonna change my my shindig so I don't hear my. There we go.
Big ups to the squad, my partners in crime. That song sound like it was possessing me. Yeah, I mean, that repeating out, man.
That's the part of it, y'all. Like it get in a trance when you really mixing. You hear that stuff 35 times over and over and over until you get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Y'all still hear me though, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I bet. I'm just glad I don't hear myself. That shit be boy. That'd be crazy every time. It just got to get used to me. It's like when you record, especially I got it on for mixing purposes, I have it on the highest buffer size, and so there is a latency, and that's why it'd be driving me crazy, because like I hear myself as if I'm talking to y'all. Like I don't hear it as I'm saying it. I'm hearing it like a few milliseconds after I say it. I'm hearing it, and it's a subtle delay that I don't know. So if I just be talking stupid, or if I be talking like like I don't normally talk, that's why, because it be throwing me off, man. Just hearing myself for hours.
Hell yeah. I know how that is. That latency, man.
I done got hungry now.
That's what I've been doing, searching for some food.
I done got hungry now. Yeah, today was I don't know if it's like that just in general for everybody. I hope not. I hope there was some people who had an exciting day that was just full of excitement. Today was it was rainy where I'm at. It was a little like type of vibe, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, sometimes I'd be feeling like it'd be more than just me that just be going through that feel of whatever that day feel like. So I just express that to everybody out there, just in case you had the same type of day where you just yawn more than usual. So I'm trying to get, you know, I was just even trying to get myself, the fact that we lasted this long was it's because Jesus took the wheel.
Jesus was mixing today.
Yeah, but that's the great thing about mixing, and when you know a craft or whatever, is it's kind of autopilot in a way. So I wasn't really as present as y'all would think, because I was really in. When I had to snap back is when I had to just kind of let the audience in on what I'm doing or something like that. But everything else was just kind of how I get through a mix, and I kind of started to get lost in what I do, which less feels like, you know, you actually, you know, thinking and stuff like that. I was just kind of reacting to what I was hearing, which obviously would be different if I had the monitors up and moving, but it's still, you know, I know UQ mix all the time in headphones. And so I know it's like not that big of a switch for you, but for me, it's still like, I still like to be able to switch to the monitors to hear how it's coming out. And I'm still just getting used to, at least for the live purposes, getting used to not hearing it through the monitors.
For sure. I use my monitors and then I go in another room when I play it to see what it sounds like.
Right. Right. But I mean, I don't dislike this song. I think this song is smooth. I enjoy what I got a chance to handle. I'm glad we got to the vocals where it wasn't as clean as the instruments, just to get some editing in, so we can show just the process of editing and how important it is to thoroughly listen, and how it's okay to splice it up. Like, it don't. I know a lot of people feel like, oh, like you. I don't want to damage or like ruin what they did, and it's like our job is to make sure that it's coming through the speaker and or headphone as clearly and polished as possible, and that sometimes requires you to cut into their take and add a little fade or manipulate the fade until it starts to level out to sound natural, like someone is starting to speak, compared to catching some of those and mouth noises that are natural, but it's not musical. And I was glad we got a chance to kind of get into that, because those were very subtle, which was what I was happy for, because those are the ones that most would just let go, or that, or just really not apply much compression at all. But then that also leads into when you add the stack of what you processing, and then what about the reverb, and then what about parallel compression, and like eventually it's still going to pop out unless you do something in the editing stage. So I was happy to at least be able to show that, because that is usually what takes up most of my time on most mixes, is getting all of my edits done.
Absolutely. That is very time consuming. Not just in the beginning, but also at the end. After you do compression, you tend to hear a few things that you didn't get initially.
Yep.
Especially on the end of phrases when the breath releases, if you singing.
Yes, there was a few on hers that I just didn't care for, but I didn't get to, where she would release or she would do a t at the end, which I like when people enunciate the words when they sing, but it can't end up leading to like, how do I treat this? Because I want you to be able to hear her end this word, but I also don't want it to be an issue.
Right. I fade it. That's what I tend to do.
The same way we deal with the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So that tends to be a process in itself, which I know that a lot of us who may just be trying to get through, like, you either do it professionally or recreationally, but you're just trying to get through the mix. You're just trying to get through the project. You just want to get to hearing it in the car, and we cannot allow ourselves to shortchange ourselves, because what happens is that you end up getting it to the car, and then you hear all that stuff, and you back in the lab. So go ahead and take the time, thoroughly listen, actually like really what I call it is an investigative listening, where I'm almost anticipating I need to do something. And it's up to the audio to prove me wrong. So a lot of times we do the reverse, where we'll just kind of like not really be looking for anything to fix. And if something just kind of jumps out, we'll deal with it. Well, I'll go into the initial processes like I'm listening investigatively. I'm almost, accusing the audio of having something wrong with it. And it needs to prove to me that it don't need to be touched. And so that's kind of the mindset of editing for me, is like, there's something wrong with this. And let me, and I'll allow the playback to let me know if that's true or not.
Right. I think that's most people's approach, because I look at like when you're recording, is you're trying to get things right. And then when you flip to the mixing stage, for us that do both,
Right.
you looking for what's wrong.
Hmm.
And I tend to edit with the music playing and solo without when I edit vocals,
Mm-hmm.
edit with the music playing, and then I'll mute the music and then go back through. Mainly when it comes to like harmonies and backing vocals and stuff, is
Mm-hmm.
when I mute the music to make sure, because when you doing harmonies and stuff, when you breathe is different from when you sing in the lead, just to make sure I catch those breaths when you coming back in with the harmonies.
Right. I
So
actually started to feel I felt it a lot more once we got to like the reverb and stuff. It was clean, but it was dry. It was dry, and then it brought it a little bit more back to life once I started to get that
For
look.
sure.
Yeah, and so I was like, okay, we starting to pump life back into this song. But that's just the process. Like, you don't get dismayed about things not sounding exactly how you want them to sound, because I would say like we're like 40% maybe through this mix. As far as like the totality of mixing this song, I haven't even got to some tracks I never even did the volume for, like beat effects and stuff like that. So like we really not that close to being done, but it's a process. And as long as you're using the right techniques, like right now for when we was on vocals, I was just doing the basic chain techniques, getting things cleaned up, getting things tight as far as where they sit dynamically, and adding some little flavor with the processing. But for the most part, a lot of what I've done so far is not that exciting, and we can't get dismayed from like, man, this don't sound how I want it to sound. It'll come together. Just to keep the right approach. Don't allow things to slip through the crack. Like if I didn't edit right and I jump straight to reverb, straight to the saturation, straight to the brightness, there's a lot of things that I probably wouldn't have been able to do with those auxiliary channels, simply because of all of the correction that was needed in the audio before it got to the scene. So it seems a little tedious. I know Slang over there really loves to edit. Like, I know that is his favorite thing to do when it comes to
I'm
mixing.
sitting out here talking about. I said, "Hey," I'm like, "Yeah." Oh yeah.
We all know that is like your favorite thing to do,
It's
except when
not
you
my
send it to somebody else. Why you don't edit your stuff when you record and send it to us, bro?
Because you know we gonna do it.
Because you know we gonna do it.
Right.
Yeah, I know Cash don't like this editing stuff, but it's good practice.
Don't learn today. Get it in.
Speaking of which, we are artists ourselves. We definitely are all in on Mix Squad, but we all three of us have projects that we are working on individually, collectively. So look forward to some things dropping relatively soon for all of us, whether it's a collective project that I'm sure we'll let you know about, and then the individual projects that will be coming out. We work really hard at what we do, and we are gifted at what we do. We just don't necessarily go around, you know, promoting it as much as we should. Um, but we're focused on you guys. We focus on the squad. We focused on putting this community together. So at some point in time, we know we gonna get our just due and our recognition for the talents that we possess. But yes, look forward to some projects we got that be coming down the pipeline that are long overdue. Long overdue.
Mm-hmm.
Soulfly, year old. Slane been retiring for a year. Kiana done had a album that was supposed to come out 2 years ago. I got an album I've been sitting on literally for a year that you can actually go check out at themixsquad.com under the Mix Squad music tab. But that's the only place it's at currently. So if you want to take a preview or purchase any of those tracks, feel free to go there as well. We have beats at the beat store. Some fire beats. Check those out. Purchase those as well. Get the leasing agreement so you could use those beats. Man, there's so many things that we have to offer for you that is, I forget, like on each call, like all of the things to mention, from merchandise, from Mother's Day merch, from Mix Squad merch, from the headband I'm wearing for those who got dreads or those who just want to like rock the headband. I found this is like my new little look when it comes to having my hair, to throw my little headband on. I just rocks with it. So, huh?
And then you go play pickleball.
Then I go play pickleball. See, that's for all y'all pickleballers out there. I ain't even gonna do that because pickleball hot. You know what I'm saying? Cats over here playing pickleball like they ain't gonna be in Wimbledon, like for real. So ain't nothing wrong with a little pickleball.
Get your merch with it.
Yeah. I mean, it's serving my purpose. Definitely been enjoying rocking this. The Mix Squad shirts, the Mix Squad slides. I just had it, and it ain't around here no more. We got the hats. We got the hoodies is gonna be off the site because it's about to get warm. Except for those who in Wisconsin. No shade there. Just I'm not a Packers fan, but in the draft gonna be there next week. And they talking about the weather may not be that good. That's what happens when you have a outside event in Green Bay, Wisconsin. But I ain't gonna go too far with the Green Bay shade. I don't want to isolate anybody that's from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin cheese. Oh,
did it just click?
Yes.
Yeah, it was the Acme Packing Company that also has a big market in the cheese thing, in the cheese game. Yeah. Man. I wonder if that's the same Acme that you would see on like Looney Tunes cartoons. Like, is that the same Acme company? Because it
probably is.
You know what I'm saying? Because that is what the Green Bay Packers. I think that's one of the only teams in the of all sports that is owned by the town. Every other sport has an actual owner, an actual president, someone who owns the team and makes the decisions for the team. That is one of the only professional sports franchises that is owned by the actual town of Green Bay. And so, like, I remember there was some type of situation. It was several years ago, but this old lady, for some reason, she was 80-some years old. She was like accused of a crime. She had did something, and she had got not just accused, but prosecuted. And they had gave her an ultimatum. They said that she could either go to jail for whatever time she need to go to jail, or she could relinquish her season tickets for the Green Bay Packers. And this old lady took her ass to jail. I ain't giving these tickets up, man. You say I got to do how much time? I'll be out week 3. I'll be there.
I get to go to the game when I'm done.
Right. So it's serious. That's one thing I could give them. I know that like all sports fans feel like they fans in general like are the best fans. Typically, like you Cowboys over there, you feel like y'all got the best fans, and like everybody to some degree, like we the best fans, but like that town owns the team, so like they probably really do got the best fans though. I just hate to admit it, being a Bear fan and all that, but you know, if your town owns the city, there's a certain level of pride that is a little different than potentially having people at your stadium talking about sell the team. You can't yell that at yourself. So, but no, the draft next week, but we're going to be here next week. I am going to probably just ask my co-owners here just to not inform me of anything that had taken place in those couple hours. I'm going to definitely end up probably rewatching it. And not, having to spoil for me on who we take and who we took. But it's gonna be hard because all of us are sports fans, including Kiana and her Falcons. Shout out to Atlanta Falcons. I ain't no hater, even though they both got to be NFC teams that my co-owners are, rooting for and directly face me and go against my team. But I ain't hating as long as y'all don't play us. We cool. Atlanta, my squad until we play. I don't know if we play this year. I ain't looking at our schedule.
I don't think we play y'all this year.
Yeah, so we ain't had to be enemies yet. Last year we ain't played. This year we ain't played. I believe we played the Cowboys. You say what?
We always play Dallas.
Oh, y'all always play Dallas?
Mm-hmm.
I think we played Dallas too this year. I want to say we in Jerry's world, but I'm not really sure. I think they did release at least what teams you play, but they haven't released like the schedule.
Right.
So I haven't really had a time to really nosedive into that. I am excited about the draft, though. Really, one of the favorite times of year for me to just kind of me being someone who likes to play GM, likes this time of the year as far as who are good fits and sleeper players and people who it's nothing like saying like I remember when Devin Hester got drafted. Like when he got drafted, I was like, oh, he gonna be a all-star or Pro Bowl level punt returner. I didn't know he was going, or kick returner. I didn't know he was gonna be like the GOAT. But it still feel good when you done did a little bit of an evaluation looking at these prospects and you like pick somebody that you feel like went later and they ended up having a Hall of Fame career. You kind of feel like you can low-key be a GM and but more than likely not, these dudes have a job expectancy less than a running back do in the NFL. If you a GM, you expect it to last less than 3 years. So it's one of them gigs where it sound good until y'all start losing. And then you got to relocate and look for new high schools. So, but yeah, it's that time of year, man. My Bulls just like amped up the whole city on this streak that they was on the end toward the season just to get in the play-in game and like lay an egg. Had Caleb at the game. And we stunk up the joint. Like, it was bad. I was almost about 20-something. And it was just like, why do all that at the end of the year when, 14 of the last 16 type games, like, they was balling just to, like, get whooped. So, that's probably why it was a gloomy day here in Chicago.
God bless y'all. Thank y'all for coming out tonight. It's a gloomy day in Chicago.
Yeah. So I probably won't be watching basketball again until we get closer to the conference finals. Conference finals, I could deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like the first couple rounds, I'm gonna be watching highlights. I ain't gonna cap. I'm gonna be watching highlights of game one. Like first round, bro, I'm watching highlights. I'm not about to sit here and watch 2 versus 7 in the playoffs right now. It gotta be elimination on the line or something right now. It's just. Yeah, basketball ain't getting my attention. It's almost like I'm at the point with basketball. I'm at the point with baseball. Don't hit me up until like deep into the playoffs. Then I still might miss it. And I love the sport. it's just getting to where I don't know. It's not as interesting to watch to me as it used to be to me. I don't know what it is. I don't know if y'all feel this way. It's just not as interesting.
It's not.
I don't know what about it. I don't know if it's the lack of use of the post. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it's just not as interesting as it used to be. I used to be glued to every game of the playoffs.
Or at least go to the damn game. Shit.
Yeah, for sure. But nowadays, man, you catch me on the YouTube on that 10-minute full game highlight, and I'm satisfied. Hell, I'll be exhausted from that. I'll be watching that little 9-minute and 46-second highlight of the whole game and be like, damn, y'all ain't finished? This was a 3-hour game. I'm over here talking about 10 minutes was too long. But we ain't going to bore y'all with, we're going to have a separate podcast where we just, shoot the breeze, just talk our stuff, talk our sports, talk our politics, talk our interests in life. That ain't what this is. This is Mix Squad TV, where we give you live mixing tutorials, mixing assistance, consultations, live demonstrations like we did tonight, where, we hope you get involved, ask questions, send in your music, send in your mixes to the Mix Squad or Mix Squad Inc. at gmail.com. Again, Mix Squad Inc. at gmail.com, or hit us up on a DM, hit us up on a messenger. It's up to you how you want to communicate with us. But if you want your music, if you want to mix, reference, or mix live, if you want to have your music critiqued, send it in, because we will be doing our hit or mix review show sooner than later. And the sooner you get your stuff submitted, the first you will be to get played. All right, man, I'm not going to sit here and hold us up too much longer. I'm going to let this gloomy day, only got about 18 minutes left in it for me. And I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry.
And tap in with us on Sunday for our Sunday Spotlight, where we talk about more than just mixing.
Absolutely. We have our guests who showcase themselves. They are the spotlight. If you would like to be the spotlight, like I just mentioned, get at us, because that is designated for our guests. That is a time when we get to know the guests, where we get to, hear about their life, what they went through, how they got to where they're at, what they're doing now, where you can follow them, where you can get their music. And we actually take a listen to the music itself, where we will sit back and enjoy the art that they put together in front of them, which is scary, but it's also one of those things that I hope every artist get a chance to experience, whether it's 2 people, 8 people, 9 people, to be able to have your music listened to and highlighted and spotlighted by people on the spot, where you get to sit there and actually observe and watch them listen to it and then give their feedback on what they just heard, is a great feeling. And so one of these days I'm gonna be, getting my colleagues, my co-owners on the spotlight, because we definitely deserve it. But right now we just gonna continue to build up that platform for others. But in the near future, man, I can see me getting Kiana on that screen, get her camera, get her so y'all can see what she talking about, and go over her mixes. Same with Audio Manipulator, with different things that he has, whether it's his beats, his music, his engineering. We all could use some highlighting and some spotlighting. But if you would like to be, just get at us, and we will make sure we schedule you for a time where you could be on our Sunday Spotlight. All right, y'all. Well, I think that's going to do it. I think that is where we're going to end this joint. And as usual, if you watch the outro, join the squad.
Did it again, Alex. Give me more. Okay, cash at hand. That's that's the motto, that's the plan. Got a whole lot of loot, check my status, that's the brand. Boy, stop playing. Money so long, broke them rubber bands in the jam. I'll be damned if I fuck with Uncle Sam. I be spazzing on the beat. I go thermal on them niggas, I'm absorbing all the heat. Oh, salty ass niggas be thinking that it's sweet. Oh, dusty ass niggas in the presence of the league. Salute. Yeah, we looking for recruits. Join the squad, get you open, corner 3, 2, 1, shoot. Don't be scared, come prepared, and we keep you in the loop. Get you squared, it's prepared, and we accept you as a troop.